Well, hello everybody, welcome to Flannery Genealogy Videos. My name is Brian Flannery. We're at the Siloam Cemetery in Siloam, Kentucky, which is on the Ohio River near South Shore, Kentucky. And we're going to be doing a little bit of Flannery research. I know there's some here. We've got a lot of walking to do to find them all, but we'll see what we can come up with, what we can find. This is James Willard Flannery and Pearl Duncan Flannery. James is the son of John Hampton Flannery and Sydney Alice Cox Flannery. Pearl Duncan is the daughter of John Wallace Duncan, and I'll have to include the wife's name, Pearl's mother's name. I don't recall her name. Millie Barker is her name. I did see on the Greenup County genealogy, greenupgenealogy.org page for the cemetery locator, there was an infant Gail Flannery, and I'm assuming this is her marker. And she is right next to James Willard and Pearl. This is Iris Newberry and her husband Chester Newberry. Iris is the daughter of James Willard and Pearl Duncan Flannery. I was told she was a school teacher. I don't know a whole lot about her, and I do believe that she was the oldest. If she was not the oldest child, she was the oldest girl. And I'm going to turn right here and look across US 23, and that holler you see right there is Newberry Holler. And James Willard lived up that holler about halfway. It's not a very long holler. I've been up there a couple, 3 times, but that is where they lived. He lived on Hog Branch, and James Willard and Pearl were married out in there, and they moved out here, switched farms with the Parsons family, who also married into some of the Luther Flannery's daughters, and I'll try to get to that cemetery sometime soon. But they swapped some farms around, a 20-acre farm for some farmland here on Newberry Hollow, and they lived. James Willard was a railroad man, and he lived here, and he also lived in Beaver, Ohio. So these stones here, I believe, are connected with Iris Newberry. I think James maybe was her son, because Maddie, this Maddie J, she, I presume, is still living and lives up Newberry Hollow. And I think this is James L. and Maddie J's grandson, or son maybe. This here is John F. and Cena Flannery. I originally thought this was a descendant of Albert Flannery, but I have later found that this is a descendant of Isaac Flannery. 1930 shows them being on Alcorn. There was an Isaac Flannery that settled in the Alcorn area of Greenup County. Cena's maiden name, she was a Maggard. And as of right now, that's the information that I do know about John F. and Cena. We have crossed what I call the dividing road. I'll show you here. We're near the cross on the side next to South Shore. And here's Nanny Bell Flannery. She is the daughter of James Henderson and Rosa Bell Flannery, who are buried in the McCoy Cemetery. This is Ralph D. and Thelma Flannery. I believe Ralph is a son of James Willard and Pearl Duncan Flannery. This is Ralph D.'s military marker. Folks, I believe I found all of them that I could find. I couldn't find Andrew Marvin Flannery's grave or Rufus H. Flannery. I'm looking at a piece of paper here, so bear with me. It's from an obit. Rufus H. Flannery, the husband of Gladys Coldarn, is supposed to be buried here at Siloam, but I didn't find nothing. Not saying that it ain't here, but I didn't find it, and I walked the whole thing. So if you could, we'd ask you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, be sure and set the notification bell where you can be looking. You'll be notified for new videos that's coming out. And I'll go ahead and tell you the next video will be from the McCoy Cemetery, because I just looked up to my left and there's the McCoy Cemetery right here next to the Siloam Cemetery. But we'll make 2 videos out of it, and that way you're not get them confused. And I think it's very easily done. I talked to the man that mows this cemetery here at the Siloam Cemetery, Hardin Cemetery. I talked to him, and he mows it once a week. The next one he also mows, but they won't let him mow it but once a month. So but be looking for the next video from the McCoy Cemetery, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We hope you all have a blessed day, and God bless.